As the highly anticipated showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford draws closer, concerns are growing within the boxing community about the weight and size disparity between the two fighters.
You have two great fighters, great things can happen. But I could see even Crawford getting knocked out like Amir Khan style.
Do you give Terence Crawford any chance to beat Canelo?
I don't see it happening, but he could definitely prove me wrong. But I just think, bro, like, I mean, I've trained with Canelo, I've been around him. Bro can really push back heavyweight. So I don't know how he's like, because this is the first time Canelo's actually bigger than somebody in a long time. So it's like the weights are lifted off, and now he could fight even more freely, you know? So I'm actually interested to see, bro. I can't wait for the fight. I'm definitely going to be backing Canelo, but, you know, Crawford is a great fighter, and he could surprise me. But right now, where I would put my money is Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo, known for his power and natural size at super middleweight, is preparing to defend his undisputed title against Crawford, who is making a significant leap in weight after spending most of his career at welterweight. Crawford's move up to 168 pounds has left many experts questioning whether he's taking on too much, too soon.
But Marjamov did give Crawford problems. I favor Canelo, not by a lot, but I do favor him. I just think that, you know, I think the Skull fight was just a bad style. And I think Canelo was like, why force the issue? You know what I mean? I'm up. This guy's running. I'm not going to take a chance. So I think that it was that kind of fight for Canelo. But Marjamov did give Crawford problems. You know what I'm saying? And where I felt like, damn, at 54, he gave you problems. 68 is different.
Abel Sanchez, the renowned trainer who once worked with Gennady Golovkin, has voiced his concerns over Crawford's rapid weight gain. Having prepared fighters for major bouts before, Sanchez explained that Canelo gradually built up his weight over time, which helped him adjust to the physical demands of a bigger frame. In contrast, Crawford's attempt to add size and muscle in just 14 to 15 months may not have given him enough time to adapt properly. Sanchez fears this could result in a slower, less agile version of Crawford when he faces the Mexican superstar.
Terence Crawford is a great fighter, but that's why we have weight divisions. I think that Canelo has proven as he has risen in the weights, he's dealt with the best in his weight divisions that he's at now. He fought Bivol, and Bivol couldn't hurt him. He fought my guy, and my guy couldn't hurt him in 2 fights. The third fight I wouldn't even count as a fight. But to have a guy come up from 140 pounds in such a short period of time, I'm not saying he couldn't have done it. If he'd have taken 3 or 4 years like Canelo did and built up his, not only his strength, but his bulk in the correct way, he would have had a better chance. But to do it in these 14, 15 months that he's done it in, it's going to be difficult for him. I think that it's a tough fight at the first 3 or 4 rounds because of his speed, just like when we took Golovkin to fight Kell Brook. Kell Brook being a welterweight was a little faster, quicker at the beginning. But once Canelo assimilates the speed and assimilates the movement, and Crawford's going to be a lot slower because of the weight also. Once he does that, I think it'll be a sparring session for...
Sanchez further warned that Crawford's added weight might not even provide a real advantage. In his view, it's unlikely to give Crawford a significant boost in punching power. Instead, the extra mass could make him slower, less mobile, and easier for Canelo to handle. With reports suggesting Crawford could enter the fight weighing as much as 180 to 190 pounds, Sanchez believes he will struggle to maintain his usual speed and fluidity at that size. According to Sanchez, Crawford's optimal weight would have been closer to 160 pounds. Coming in at 168 or heavier, he argues, could be too much, especially against someone as strong and skilled as Canelo.
It's a ridiculous fight myself. I think that Crawford is too small. Canelo is, in my opinion, the face of boxing right now. I think that look at his resume. I think it's a good fight for a little while. Crawford's hand speed will, just like when Golovkin fought Kell Brook, the hand speed was evident at the beginning of the fight. But as the fight goes on, Canelo's going to start pounding on him, and I think that the fight ends somewhere between the 9th and 12th round.
You really figure because of the size difference, he can stop Crawford?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that anything Canelo hits him with is going to hurt him. He won't be able to catch him early because, like I said, the speed and the foot speed and the hand speed. And Crawford's a heck of a fighter at his own weight. 54, when he fought Madrimov in his last fight, showed us that he can't really, the weight makes a difference. I don't care how much weight he gains and how much he does to try to get up to that level, 168, is going to make a difference.
Echoing Sanchez's concerns, former champion Sean Porter questioned Crawford's ability to withstand Canelo's punches. Porter, a seasoned welterweight, understands the impact of powerful shots in the ring, and he isn't convinced Crawford can endure Canelo's firepower over 12 rounds. Canelo has fought as high as light heavyweight and proven himself a dangerous puncher, while Crawford has never faced that level of power. Although Crawford has shown remarkable durability in his career, Porter worries that Canelo's punches could be too much for the smaller man.
First thing at this level is not the physical, it's the mental, and the spirit. He's got all of that. He's gonna have power at 168 pounds. He's gonna have the precision, and those are essential, especially for a Mexican guy coming forward. You know, we've never seen Canelo go down. I'm not gonna dive into how I think Terence might pull it off. I think it's too early for it now. I'll get into that eventually on the Puerto Rico podcast. But I do think that Terence is going to pull it off.
John Ryder, who fought and lost to Canelo, offered strategic advice for the Mexican champion. He suggested that Canelo should focus on cutting off the ring and limiting Crawford's movement. Crawford thrives when he controls the pace with his speed and footwork, so Ryder believes Canelo should stay close, block lateral movement, and work at close range. Denying Crawford space would take away his ability to land long-range punches effectively.
You faced Canelo. If you could give some pointers to Crawford, what should he do to come out victorious in September?
I think you just got to watch the Bivol blueprint, the in and out. I mean, a lot of fighters getting stick now for being runners, Tom and Jerry and whatnot. But stick to what you're good at. Terence Crawford is an exceptional talent. He's won titles through the weights, undisputed at, 3 weights now. And listen, if anyone can do it, it's him. I think the weight will be too much of an issue. Canelo is a special talent. And I think the weight will play a factor in the fight. But listen, Canelo once done it and made the step up to super middleweight. I would like Crawford to be more at light middle and middle to build into it. But you take these opportunities when they come, and that's what greatness is.
Even legendary fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard have weighed in on Crawford's chances. Leonard, who moved up in weight to face bigger opponents during his career, explained that such jumps bring unique challenges. Reflecting on his own bout at light heavyweight against Donnie Lalonde, Leonard admitted that even in victory, the punches from a naturally bigger man were noticeably heavier. For Crawford, the same principle could apply. If he can absorb Canelo's shots, he has a chance. But if the power proves overwhelming, it could spell trouble.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true. But you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Roberto Duran also shared his perspective on what Crawford must do to succeed. For Duran, versatility is key, sometimes brawling, sometimes boxing, to keep Canelo guessing. By switching tactics and staying unpredictable, Crawford could disrupt Canelo's rhythm and create opportunities. However, Duran cautioned that Crawford's success will depend on executing this plan without falling into Canelo's pace.
¿Qué tiene que hacer Crawford para ganar la pelea contra Canelo subiendo de peso, como tú subiste de peso muchas veces?
Es una pelea muy dura, pero depende de cómo venga el hombre. Tiene que golpear y bajarte, confundirlo. Te paga, sale y él piensa que tú te vas a pagar y le bloqueas. El otro asalto, él piensa que tú le vas a bloquear y te le paga, entonces lo tiene confundido. Y así que te le puede ganar Canelo.
Not everyone is skeptical about Crawford's chances. Omari Jones, who has sparred with Crawford, expressed full confidence in the Omaha native's abilities. He praised Crawford's competitiveness, resilience, and unmatched determination. Jones also disagreed with concerns about the weight gain, believing Crawford has added muscle smartly. If Crawford comes into the fight around 185 pounds before cutting down, Jones believes he'll be ready to match Canelo's size and strength.